Thanks everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. My name is AGoddess Love, the God in me. Salutes the God in you. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you for clicking on. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you guys for coming back. I am your abundant living coach. I teach you how to be made whole through love, laughter, kindness, service to others, eating a healthy diet, and just by aligning yourself with the attributes of God. I share my journey and my story in hopes that it will help somebody else on their life's journey. All right, you guys, before we start, let's go ahead and give thanks. Infinite Spirit, we give you all the praise, thanks, glory, and honor. Speak through me today and allow your perfect will to be done in our lives, and so it is. All right, you guys, so I was thinking, I'm out here again. The sun is really bright. I'm out here again on one of my spirit walks, and I was thinking, are you guys really happy with your life? Like, I remember a time when I was in my 20s where I wasn't so happy in my life. You know, when you're in your 20s, you're doing a lot of growing, you're having a lot of challenges, and only because you're growing up. I was growing up, and I had to learn. I was learning life, right? How to live in this world, and how to just exist, what to do, what not to do, things like that. So I was having all these growth opportunities, right? And I was with my children's father from the time I was 15 till I was 30. And in between that time, we had 7 children together. And so life was interesting, right? It wasn't always the best, but it wasn't always the worst. So I remember saying to myself, life ain't gonna change unless I change it. So it took me about 15 years to get out of that relationship. You know, I was that person that wanted a family, and I wanted my family together, and I wanted, you know, this whole idea of husband, wife, kids, house, white picket fence, all of that. I just didn't want the dog. So the question that I have, are you guys living the life that you truly desire? And so back then I was kind of living the life I desired, but then when it got bad, and I got out of it, right? Say in anything bad, you don't have to participate. If you're unhappy in your life, only you have the power to change it. I remember right before I moved to Arizona, I was about maybe 23, 24, something like that when I moved here. And I was unhappy with my life in Chicago. Now, don't get me wrong, I had a good life, right? But I knew that there was something more for me. I didn't want to raise my children there anymore, and I just knew that there was something more for me. And so, you guys, you have to follow your own internal navigation, your own feeling, the spirit that's in you. You have to follow that. Now, had I stayed in Chicago, at the time I left my children, I was pregnant with Genesis, so I think I was 23. About 22, 23. And so when I left, dang, that car just made me lose my train of thought. Anyway, so I left when I was about 22, 23. Had I stayed with this feeling that was tugging at me, my children are in their early 30s now. Chicago started to take a turn, you know, when we left. You know, my children would have grown up in that era where all the murder and all that stuff was taking place on a consistent basis. And so I feel like, you guys, if you have that pull in your spirit to do something different with your life, do it. Do it. I was 23. I left everything that I knew to come on the other side of the country, seeking a better life for myself and my children. Now, did we have a good life there? Yeah, we did, but I knew that there was something more that I could be experiencing and doing versus the same thing day in and day out. I was bored, and I was just bored with that. So I look at my life today, and I ask myself, are you happy with your life? Now, because I learned how to be this happy person, regardless of circumstances, and the fact that wherever I go, I take myself with me, I am generally a happy person, right? But you can better the quality of your life if you are unhappy with certain things in your life. Now, I got bored with Arizona. I feel like I've done everything here. I've done everything I wanted to do. Look at that cloud, y'all. Look at that. It was raining. It was raining in the middle of the night. So I got bored with Arizona, and see if y'all can see something. And now I feel like the universe is pushing me, pulling me. It's pulling me, not pushing. It's pulling me in a different direction. And so, like I said, I was asking myself, am I happy with my life? Like, I'm generally a happy person. There's some things that could change. Like I could be walking on the beach, making these videos. I could be surrounded by greenery versus the desert. So taking some time, making the necessary changes in my life that promotes even more happiness in my life. So you guys, the purpose of this video, if you're not happy with your life, only you have the power to change it. And I know some people thinking, oh, well, financially, I want to, move wherever, but I can't because of finances, or I can't because of the children. I can't because of my husband. I can't because of all these different reasons. Well, guess what? I have children. I have grandchildren. I have a husband. I have all this family. But I've learned at the end of the day, it's not about what somebody else wants for your life. It's about what you want. And in this moment of time, I'm choosing me. For a long time, I chose them. And I continue to choose them. But right now, I'm choosing me. I was choosing my children when I left Chicago and moved to Arizona for a better life for them. I had a good life, but I didn't want them growing up, in the murk and mire of Chicago and everything that was going on there. So you guys, sit with yourself and ask yourself the question, am I truly happy with my life? And if the answer is no, then take yourself out a sheet of paper and a pen and start writing down what you would like to change about your life. The people that's in it that you don't want in your life anymore. And let that be okay. Let it be okay to cut people out. Let it be okay to bring new people in and new experiences. Y'all, we got to stop being stuck in life, If I had stayed in Chicago when I was younger and listening to my family. Now, mind you, I was only 23, so, my aunts and everybody and older cousins and grandmother and mother, and not my mother, because she was all for whatever I wanted to do. She was my biggest supporter, her and my dad, and I appreciate them. Appreciate that about them. She didn't try to hold me back. She knew it was something that I wanted to do, and she knew that I was going to do it. And so family members didn't understand it and really didn't support my decision like that. Everybody has something to say. But imagine if I had just listened to all of that talk, you know what I'm saying? And stayed there, how unhappy I would have been. But honey, my children, we've had a great life out here in Arizona. And the point is, don't allow other people's fears and other people's stuff stop you from making the moves that you need to make in life. Don't let the excuses of, oh, I got a husband, I got one too, but guess what? I'm about to be living in the Caribbean. If he want to come, he'll come. If he don't, okay. It is what it is. And my children, they're all grown. And I keep saying to them, you guys need to get your children out of America, raise them on the island, someplace, smaller, where it's not as much crime and, things like that, school shootings, all of that. Like, get them out of here. And I found, some land and beautiful place, ocean and greenery and mountains and things like that. And I set this whole plan in place for them if they want to come. But again, I can't make them come, but I'm leaving. So even if they don't go, I'm still going because I'm choosing me. I'm helping them, but I'm still choosing me. So the moral of this story, or the purpose of this video, is for you to truly sit with yourself and ask, am I happy with my life? Now, you guys know I own a beauty salon, right? And some of my clients, I love each and every one of them. Like, the universe, the Holy Spirit has brought wonderful people into my life. And I am forever grateful for the time that the Spirit has allowed me to serve them, to serve their lives, and they serve my life, right? And so some of them, I would talk about going to the island and things like that, and they didn't want me to go. Their concern was who's going to do our hair and all of that. And I'm grateful and appreciative, that they only want me to do their hair. But like I told them, I said, listen, my time here is almost up as far as being in Arizona doing hair and you knowing me this way. It's time for me to continue. I have to continue to evolve and grow and change. And a part of that change is changing my location. So what if I allowed the money that I make here keep me here, keep me stuck here, when I know that this is not where I want to be anymore? Imagine what awaits me once I get to the Caribbean. What type of doors will open up for me? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm following the guidance of the Spirit in me. I mean, life was wonderful out here in Arizona. I've been here 28 years and it's been amazing. We've had an amazing life, and God only gets greater and greater. And so I know my experience there will be even greater than here. Do I have fear? No, not like that. Very little, only because I want my children and my grandchildren to be there more than anything. And so I know eventually they'll start coming, but not fear like that. I mean, even if it was a lot of fear, little fear, I'm still going, even with that fear. So if you want to do something and you're afraid to do it anyway, because I'm doing it anyway. People say to me all the time, you must really love flying. No, I love traveling, but no, I don't love flying. But I get on that plane and I pray and I do it anyway. Even being afraid, I still do it. So do it, you guys. Whatever it is that you want to do, do it. So if you want to do it, whatever it is, find the money, make the time, rearrange things in your life. Whatever excuses you're giving to yourself, knock it off and just do what makes you happy and that fulfills you on the inside. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I love you guys so very much. Again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in and connecting with me today. Your love and support is greatly appreciated. Listen, y'all, let me apologize because I keep forgetting my little microphone thing, so I hope y'all can hear me. If it's a little faint, y'all, just turn it up. Turn your volume up. I'm gonna try to remember when I come out tomorrow. But maybe you guys have been praying for a deeper relationship with God, or maybe you've been praying to go to higher levels in God. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, the universe, the Holy Spirit has led you to this channel, and for that, I am eternally grateful. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and connecting with me. Your love and support is greatly appreciated. Until next time, you guys, be abundantly filled with love, life, divine health, longevity, peace, harmony, joy, happiness, adventure, and bliss, and lots of money. And so it is. Peace, you guys. I want to give a shout out to our partners over at Advancing the Kingdom Ministries, and their website is atk-ministries.com. And Minister Kim Polk, she is a spiritual life coach, and she will help you get to the other side of life's issues. Also, go to my website at AGoddessLove.com, and if you need a coaching appointment, spiritual coaching, conscious eating coaching, or business coaching, just shoot me an email. Again, my website is AGoddessLove.com. And also, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this video, and that is Dorm Hair Products, and their website is DAURHAM hairproducts.com. So if you're looking for natural and organic hair products, they're your go-to company. They have pretty much everything that you need. If they don't, get on their mailing list, and so that you can know about new and upcoming products. All right, you guys, thank you. Peace.